how are you today? I want all of you to open the new revision sheet, April revision sheet, because unfortunately not all of you will be able to attend the online sessions. So that's why I record this session for you, and maybe I'll record another session. By the way, all of you please open with me April new sheet or the new sheet to answer it together, to read it together. This sheet only for practicing, okay? It's not coming in the exam. The only one which is important and will come in the exam will be third quarter revision sheet. Here we will start reading the extract and answer the questions. A serious business. What is the meaning of serious? Serious, it means very important. Okay, a serious business. Playing is actually very important. You don't need expensive toys, just a good imagination. Kids don't need to speak the same language to play together. So, I will stop here on this full stop and I'll explain the first paragraph. First of all, there is a title or a subheading here called A Serious Business to attract my attention to what I'm gonna read. So what is the matter? What is the most important thing that I'm gonna read is I'm gonna read about playing. Okay, so playing is actually very important. You will say, oh miss, playing is very important. Ha ha ha. You start to giggle and laugh. No. Playing is actually very important. You know why? You will know from this text why playing is very important. And playing, because playing will let us know how to interact, how to share together anything, how to have the team spirit, how to use our imagination. So we will see here in this text why playing is very important like this. So playing is actually very important. You don't need expensive toys, just a good imagination. So for example, if I'm playing hide and seek, I don't need money to play such a game or anything. What I need to have imagination, okay? To know how to trick my partners, how to escape, how to run. So I'm using my imagination, okay? Okay, so and another thing, one more thing I have to mention, like kids don't need to speak the same language to play together. Like for example, if I'm playing with someone who comes from Japan and he speaks Japanese, how can I speak to him? I can't. I don't know Japanese, but I know well that we are kids. We are on the same age, so we can communicate. We can act by together by using gestures, by showing signs, by anything in order to communicate, in order to interact, in order to be able to understand each other. Maybe we can play together hide and seek. However, we don't speak the same language. Okay, so it's very important to know that playing will let us know how to use our imagination, will let us know how to communicate with other people from other countries. Okay, one more thing, like here we are on the second paragraph, like exercise your body. Okay, not the third one. Exercise your body. Team games teach you to work with other people, and play that involves pretending lets you use your imagination. So not only that, but also we can exercise our body if we are playing sports, okay, or we are playing team games, okay. So when we play team games, we start to know how to be part of a group, how to deal with many people, how to get along with other people, okay? Okay, there is another subheading or another short title which says, what is the point of playing? It's a question. So sometimes subheadings or subtitles are like questions. So the question here, what is the point of playing? So it's so catchy. I want to know what's the point of playing. So let's read. Playing on your own teaches you to think for yourself and to enjoy your own company. Like if I'm playing with myself, pay attention to this point. Okay? If I'm playing with myself, like if I'm playing with a doll, okay? Like Barbie, I start to use my imagination. I start to imitate her sound. I start to imagine that this doll is like a human being. So I start to get amused and I start to feel happy and I start to enjoy playing with myself. I start to enjoy my own company. My own company, it means like to play with myself. Okay? Let's move to the second point, like playing with others. Playing with others teaches you to get along with other people and work well in a group. So when I'm playing with others, I started to get along with. What is the meaning of to get along with? Like to communicate, like to interact, like to be a part with a group, like to be friendly. So get along with means to be friendly, okay, with the others, okay, and how to play in a group, okay, not to be isolated, not to be um humiliated or sitting alone, okay, but I want to be a part of the group. I can enjoy playing with others, okay, so playing also let me know how to communicate. The third point here, playing allows you to be creative and enables you to explore the world around you safely. For example, I give you example to make it more clear this point. If you are building castle on the beach, you are building a castle on the beach and you are playing by your own, but you started to use the sand, you started to create a castle, you started to use your imagination, you started to explore the world around you, you started to use the nature in order uh, to use all the nature or the natural resources in order to be able to build this castle. So we'll use water from the sea, you will use sand, okay, from the beach. So you will use a lot of natural resources. So that will let you explore the world around you more and more. And if you use grass or something like that in order to decorate your castle, you will be able more to explore the world around you. Okay? Sometimes you build like a small wooden house using wood or any other activities, okay, so or using sticks or something like that. So when you use the natural resources around you, you will be able more to explore the world around you, okay, safely, in a safe way. Here, this point, playing trains you to be resourceful and to use your imagination. How many different ways to play can you think of? Hmm. Okay, so I've talked about this point. So you can play by yourself by reading a book or keeping a diary. So sometimes I can play with myself by reading. When I read a story, when I keep my diary, when I write down my diary, it will be a great idea. You know why it will be a great idea? Because when you write a diary, you started to improve your writing skills. You will write about your daily routine, which is so important to you, okay? In order to improve your writing skills, your language, and in order uh, to keep note about everything that you're doing every day, okay? Which is a good thing. I recommend all of you to write your own diary. You can make things by drawing or painting, building a model like airplane, making a cake, or making a monster. Okay, all these are ways to create something. Like you can bake a cake with your mom, you can bake a pizza, you can make a model, like make a monster, make a dinosaur, or to make a mask like the mask that we made before when at the beginning of the year, if you remember, we made a mask together. Okay, like do you remember that mask? I still remember it. It was nice, okay? So you can create your own project, your own game, okay? You can take part in sports. Here, you can take part in sports. Team sports like football or netball teach you how to get along with others. I said before that to get along with others, it means to be friendly to the others. So we have like a lot of sports, like team sports like football or netball, basketball. All these sports um, are helping me to communicate, to get along with others. Okay. Not only team sports, gymnastics, running, and swimming teach you to rely on yourself. So when I swim, okay, it doesn't need to swim among a group, but I can rely on myself. I can depend on myself. Rely on myself, on yourself. It means to depend on yourself. All sports keep you fit and healthy. So all sports let me fit and healthy. Okay, it's very useful to play a sport. You can have a hobby like collecting stickers or rocks, playing an instrument like playing on a piano, or looking after a pet. If I have a puppy, okay, it will be nice. I can feed the puppy, I can play with the puppy, so it will be something amusing and nice. You can play with others in the playground, in the park, using board games or by inventing your own games. Okay, this is another good point. Like you can play in the playground of your school, in the park. Okay, if we have park near to us, we can go there and play. Or using board games. Do you know what are the board games? Board games like the chess is a board game. Like Snake and Ladder is a board game. So we have like Monopoly. We have many board games we can play with. Okay, by inventing your own games. Okay, this is the text is over now, but here is the reference of the text from A Life Like Mine, How Children Live Around the Word. Glossary, the glossary here is including the words, the meaning of the words. Like expensive means costing a lot of money. Fit, it means in good physical condition. Get along with, to work well with, or be friendly with someone. Imagination and ability to form pictures and ideas in your mind. Rely on yourself, to trust and have confidence in yourself, or to depend on yourself. Resourceful, be able to find clever ways to overcome difficulties. Team, a group of people who play or work together. Okay, let's move to the next page, which includes the questions. Give evidence from the extract to support your answer. Your answers. What does playing train you to do? Playing trains you to be resourceful and to use your imagination. Look, I got all the answers from the text. If you refer back to the text, you will be able to find out the answers. Okay, playing trains you to be resourceful and use your imagination. Number 2, list 2 hobbies that are mentioned in the extract. Collecting stickers or rocks and playing instruments. So we have more than 2. I chose these 2 examples, collecting stickers or rocks and playing instruments. Okay. Which sports teach you how to get along with others? Okay, we said team sports like football or netball. Give evidence from the extract to support your answers. What kind of play helps you to stay fit and healthy? We said all sports keep you fit and healthy. Number 2, list 2 reasons why you think playing is important. Playing with others teaches you to get along with other people and work well in a group. Another reason, playing allows you to be creative and enables you to explore the world around. Give evidence from the extract to support your answers. We are on the next page, so please move to page 4. The extract includes 2 subheadings. What is the main subject of the text in each section? We have 2 subheadings. What is a subheading? Like a short title. A subheading is a short title. Sometimes we call it subheading or we call it subtitle. Okay? What is the importance of this? Is in order to be able to know what will be inside this text. When there is a subheading or subtitle, I can be attracted or feel that something is catching me to read this part of article. Okay, so that's why the writer added serious business and the question, what is the point of playing, in order to attract our attention and to catch us to read more what's under this subheading or this short title. Okay, so we have 2 subheadings here, serious business and what is the point of playing. Okay, number 2, write 2 sentences explaining why expensive toys are not always needed to have fun. Okay, to have fun playing. I've chosen two sentences. Okay, you can choose another 2 if you want, but which is important to me, when you choose a sentence or when you answer anything, it's supposed to be related to the question itself. Because if it's unrelated, okay, it will be a disaster. Your answer will not be correct. So in case to be sure and to guarantee that my answer is totally correct, I have to refer back to the text and try to find the suitable answer. The answer that matches my question. Okay? Number 1, the first sentence, you don't need expensive toys, just a good imagination. Kids don't need to speak the same language to play together. Okay? The second sentence, sports exercise your body. Team games teach you to work with other people, and play that involves pretending lets you use your imagination. Okay, let's move to the vocabulary part. Copy the sentences below, filling the gaps with the correct word. A. The Arctic is a wet place. Do you know where is the Arctic? The Arctic is in the South Pole, okay, of the Earth. So it's far away. Okay, it's a far away place. So here we have 2 words, remote and amusing. Okay, remote, it means very far away, like our remote control. Okay, I'll stop here because this session is over. I have to record another session.